in. How is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Grid Autosport, and we're gonna be starting with the fastest speed categories. Not sure how much faster than the second ones they are gonna be, but we will see. So I've been thinking of what order I want to do this on, and considering that the tuner category is the only one that is not a level 8, I want to do the shortest season for the fastest category, which should be this one. As you can see, the Super Modified and Company are there. There's also an NSX Cup, apparently.
Had a fantastic season.
Oh, and Racer is no longer here.
Team Kicker are a serious team with a serious offer for you.
Yeah, but then we have Cusco that gives you way more experience, so it seems that Racer is no longer a thing here. There are Subaru Impreza, Nissan Seal, and well, the Subaru again. Okay. Unfortunately, the drift is still a thing, but we cannot get rid of the drift, unfortunately. So this one is simply time attack. I guess it's not the best way to start with a time attack, but whatever. So first of all, I want to see how fast we are talking here.
I want at least 5th in the team standings this season.
I mean, what was the previous? Okay, hold up. Well, here instead of doing a flashback, I could simply restart, but there is something weird here. You didn't give me the chance to break in time here, did you? Because this is automatic while the countdown is happening, so I'm pressing break. Okay, you can actually, but then that's pretty fucked up. You have to press break almost as soon as the countdown is done, otherwise you're not making the corner. Pretty funny though, I gotta say. Alright, so it's not an easy track normally, but that's usually when they are opponents. This is a time attack, so well, you can still run into opponents. Well, if you run into opponents, that will be an issue, because yeah, at that point it's pretty hard to pass without wasting time, but we will see. So this is very short, this particular version of the track. Well, the real issue is how sharp that first corner is. I'm still not sure exactly how to properly brake for it. Seems very awkward. Yeah, I know I'm going slow. What do you want me to do? I'm trying. Well, there are 6 laps, so then I keep seeing my partial time and it's not looking good.
If you could make up a second this lap, you could gain a good few places.
I like that he already gave up on saying that, oh, you can take the lead if you do this. No, he's not even thinking about it, which, I mean, makes sense, but then pretty messed up. Okay, I did that well. As long as I do the final corner well, it should be fine. I mean, wasn't stellar, but wasn't bad. Okay, theoretically I'm still in first, though I don't know how much this loses on straights. Okay, apparently not enough to be a problem. Maybe. I don't think I will worry about that. I mean, yes, I guess I will need to overtake, but like, I'm first, so as long as Mr. Marko Nikolic doesn't... Wait, oh, also he might... Well, by the way, this is the faster category and my teammate is still the worst in the whole event, so that's something that doesn't change even if you are in what's supposedly the most prestigious category, you know? In the most... Well, probably not the most prestigious team, because the more you level up, the more offers you get from other teams, but... Hey, this is not a... This is not a drift event, mister. What are you doing? The drift event comes after this. And to think that the only reason why I'm behind on this discipline is because of that stupid drift event on the first season that I did a tuner, and I didn't know what to do, and I lost because of that. Because if I knew what to do, I wouldn't have lost pretty clearly. Okay, yeah, just brake right in front of me. Why not? I'm glad that at least my time here is way better than... Well, way better, not really, but since it's a short track, those 34 hundredths of a second are very good, yes. Like, it is a sizable difference for such a short track. Well, that's an easy win. Yeah, I would prefer if my teammate was replaying that. Because maybe like that he will stop sucking. Hard to tell. Okay, well now I'm level 8. Level 8 is what you need to unlock the final event of each discipline. I don't know what happens if you level up more than that. Like, I know that level 9 is what's needed to unlock the general event. But after 9, what do you get? Like, what rewards? Maybe more teams? Well, most likely it's that, yeah. So... Okay, the Nissan Seed. Well, at least it's a fitting car for drifting, I guess. Hey, I don't like this car. I will keep saying it every time it shows up. So I want you to make sure you understand how much I don't like this car. It's fine. Oof. Off track, yeah. Damn it. It's fine. Drift events, as long as you don't hit any obstacle or go off track, is pretty free. Which again is why it makes me so pissed off that the first time I did this I lost. Because if I just understood what you were supposed to do, I obviously wouldn't have lost. It's fine. Also, there is a glitch in here. You look at the speedometer, the mileage, right? Like, there is a white square where the last digit should be. That's all. Well, I hope that glitch is only that and doesn't affect anything else. Because, you know, usually when in games you start seeing graphical glitches like that, it might be possible that it's not the only thing that's glitching out. I hope it's the only thing. Then wait, I didn't make it. Well, at least you can restart. Okay, so I guess all that thing that I said about it being free, these guys are trying to prove me wrong. Okay. Pretty nice. I guess that's because of that one drift that I got 3 stars on. Like, come on. It's what happens when you get too cocky. I guess in that case I'm not gonna feel that bad about my first attempt, because this could have been my first attempt, and if it was my first attempt I will be thinking I did good enough, why didn't it work? It's fine, just try a little bit harder.
Great score. Let's secure a qualifying position in the second run.
I mean, to be fair, if the second run I did it the exact same as the first one, I would have qualified. Just that I couldn't for some reason. One thing that I will always respect about Grid 2, well, and the first Grid game as well, I'm pretty sure that you don't need to do drift events in that one, but what I respect of Grid 2 is that you have drift events that you can completely ignore. Like, you don't need to bother with them at all. And that's so good. Unfortunately, in this one, they are kinda mandatory. Well, technically not mandatory, because, you know...
That's got you through to the knockout stage.
I got first at least. I was about to say technically not mandatory, because if you lose this, you don't lose the other, like the time attack competition. They are separate, even though they are on the same season.
You're in the lead position.
Okay, no, never mind. I was about to say that the last digit of the mileage thing it got fixed, but no, it didn't. Such a weird ass bug and so random as well. It's the first time it happens. But obviously glitches are not supposed to make sense, but it's just so random. Like, why would that happen? At least it's a minor one that doesn't get in the way, but so nonsensical. Because I will assume that that's simply an image. Well, maybe not even an image, it's just probably a render font and that's it. So yeah, I don't know. What's the deal with that?
You're now chasing the lead car.
Really? Well, to be fair, yeah, it makes sense that happened. I went too close. Oof, I went too close again. Okay, hold up. Can you enter the corner properly? I don't think I'm asking for much. There we go. It wasn't that hard. Yeah, seeing it like this makes it a lot more... It makes it look a lot more free, I guess. Though, if you didn't have the flashbacks, it probably would be hard to win a whole thing, but... Like, with the flashbacks, it's... you know... So I guess at the same time, playing it easily... Well, I don't know. See, for example, that... I don't know why I went off track there. But, I mean, that's just how drift is. Like, drift is so shitty that... Really... The car just kinda does whatever it wants sometimes. But having the flashbacks makes it so... Having the perfect run is not that hard to do. So without the flashbacks, keep in mind that you could still restart. It's just that here you cannot restart an individual run. You will have to restart the whole round. At least it's better than restarting the whole championship, you know? Okay. We can take this too. Though, another thing I'm not a fan of is that, differently from the first grid game, here it seems that everyone does the exact same score, so you don't really feel like you're going against stronger rivals every time. In grid 1 it didn't really matter that much, because I mean, as long as you had a very good score, even if the opponent scored well, it wouldn't really matter. But at least it made it feel like, oh, I'm going against stronger and stronger opponents. But no, not here. Here, like, everyone seems like it's doing 2,400,000. Also, by the way, aren't these tracks the exact same every time
Got you through to the final.
there is a drift event? Like, there might be 2 or at most 3 tracks, and that's it, which makes it even lamer.
You're in the lead position.
Drift is not my thing. Here what I'm seeing is that you get points for the marker, not depending on how close you are, but rather like you get points if you are in a certain radius of the marker. Well, maybe you get more if you're closer, but if you're not in that area, you don't get anything. Like, you don't just get less score, you don't get nothing, 0.
You can take them on the chase too.
So that first run wasn't very good, all things considered. And that cone is not the only thing that counts as a marker. Like, those yellow things are also a marker. And drifting close to them also gives you extra points. Was that enough? Might not have been enough. Well, I did win, but that was pretty close.
Fantastic result. You did it.
I don't know why I did so badly on that last one, but whatever. Well, I see that the points still add to the championship, but it's so weird. Like, they are apparently 2 separate things, but the overall event of the season still counts as a whole thing. Also, why are we still driving in mini versions of these tracks? For what reason? Also, oh, this is a, never mind, it's a time attack.
Paying off. Our team's third in the standings.
Also, this is weird. A time attack with 3 laps and a track this short? Or maybe the track is not that short. Just that it looked like a very small portion of the whole track. It's very, very nice driving you have here. But at least I'm somehow not getting penalties. No, it is quite short. It's not as short as the previous one, but still very, very short. So only 3 laps is weird. I think I will need to restart probably. Somehow that shit was good enough for no one to be able to beat it, really. Come on, what are you guys doing?
Up ahead.
That wasn't even that good of a lap. Man, can't believe all of you suck more than me. That's something. Yeah, the issue is these guys will get in the way, probably. Or maybe not. But then again, do I need a better lap than that? I mean, yeah. Well, I don't know if I needed it, but I got it. Well, it's weird, both that the opponents are struggling so much for whatever reason on doing a better time, and... Well, maybe they are struggling because of the traffic. Since it's such a short track, maybe the guys that are supposed to set a good time are just, you know, running into other guys. Well, that could explain it. But that makes it even weirder that it's only 3 laps. I'm not complaining though, that's better for me. There's gonna be another PB, I wonder. Yeah. Yeah, but I murdered all of you so badly. Like, what happened? Like, that's almost 2 seconds ahead. That all of you need to rethink your life choices. It's fine. Alright, so I got the 2 objectives, yeah.
Thank you for. What a season. That is how you
but
at the
damn.
highest level.
It takes a long time to level up when you're in these high levels, which makes sense, but then I thought this will obviously be enough to get to level 9, and it was not. And I was thinking to go all the way up to the highest level that I'm pretty sure if we follow the proportion here, it's gonna be level 12. But if it takes that long to level up once you are above, I don't know if that's a good idea.
To compete in a new tuna championship this season.
I do know what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna do the street thing, the last one, this one, which, damn, 12 events. That's longer even than the general. Well, considering that here you only do 1 race per day, I guess it makes sense.
Looking to freshen up their roster of drivers this season. Your performance has piqued their interest.
I think I'll go with Intel. Like, yeah, they do give you more overall experience, and it's also Intel, you know, like... Well, we're gonna be using the Viper. Alright. Bring it on. There's supposed to be supercars. Oh, and then there is hypercar later, so you have supercar and hypercar. Will you call the Viper a supercar? I mean, maybe, I guess. It feels a little bit weird to refer to the Viper as a supercar, but I mean, it's a high-performance sport car, yeah. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Just that I guess... Wait a second. We're also competing against a Pagani Huayra, I think. Are these 2 cars on the same level? Something makes me think they are not. But maybe they are, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's a Pagani Huayra that I'm seeing ahead. Surprisingly not in the hands of the Raven West boys. It's the Pagani Huayra. But yeah, it's someone else that has it. I don't know what the Raven West boys have here. What car is that? I'm not sure what car that's supposed to be, actually. Like, the one that is right ahead of me. Kinda looks like a Lotus, but it's probably not. Well, it's also possible that maybe Raven West are not the fastest ones anymore. Would that be? Well, I don't know. I'm following you, Mr. Raven West. Unless you are not Raven West, but you have the same colors. So I'm assuming you are.
Your event rival is near the back of the pack.
But yeah, that's a name that I haven't seen before, Tang Qing. I'm assuming it's a Chinese driver. Oh, Tang Qing, no, Tang Qiang. Sorry, it's hard to look at that and at the track at the same time, you know.
So mid-pack.
The good thing is that by following this Raven West guy, we are getting actually closer to the leader group. And it makes sense. Okay, that was bad. And that was even worse. That's way too late to rewind. Well, it's not... like, I don't lose control, but unfortunately it is too late to prevent the direction damage. And honestly, direction damage makes it very hard to drive this thing. I think this is a restart. Like, the direction damage was the issue there. By the way, I saw wildcard, that is, it's an Aston Martin. When I overtook him and I look at the front, it's pretty clearly an Aston Martin. Nice. So how do you do this without losing control? Okay, that works. The other guys, by the way, like that yellow one, for example, I think they are using a McLaren. Probably. Okay. Cannot use all the flashbacks this early, you know? That's not a good idea. Raven West is behind me, but I mean, judging by how it went last time by being in Raven West slipstream, I don't know if it's a good idea for them to be behind, but whatever.
You're on pace. Make some gains on that too.
We'll try. That wall is so evil. Oof. That wasn't good. It's fine. If I manage to not make too many mistakes, I can reach them on my own. Shouldn't be an issue. That's certainly quite an if. Alright.
You've set the fastest lap this race.
I guess that also confirms it if I'm able to set the fastest lap. Alright, so these are Paganis as well, right? Yeah, they are. That's the Monster Energy team.
Your event rival is near the back of the pack.
I wonder if that finally means that... Well, I don't think it means that Raven West will stop being the leader, considering that... Well, no, but it probably does mean that. Like, look at how far they are right now. It probably does mean that. Also, my direction is fucked, but I don't think it's as fucked as last time. I mean, I guess that's the reason why I don't like that icon to show the damage, because right now this is very different from how it felt on the previous attempt, but it's signaling the exact same way, so you cannot really tell. Like, you can only tell by how you are driving, but you cannot tell by looking at the icons just how bad things are. Also, what car is
Near the back of the pack.
are these two guys using? It's supposed to be the fastest one, but until I get closer I cannot recognize it. So honestly, that shape is so unique, I probably should have recognized it by now, but I don't. Then...
You're third, just 2 cars up ahead.
Oh, okay, see, this time it actually made sense. I couldn't flashback because I ran out of flashbacks. I should have paid more attention. Okay, this race is actually asking me for quite some skill. Like, I need to drive fast in a track that kinda sucks to drive fast. Well, in a track that kinda sucks, period. To drive fast or to drive. It's not a nice track at all. Well, it looks nice, I guess, but... That's a shame because it was almost the end of the race and having to restart it all over again feels like a waste of time, but... I mean, I couldn't help it. So yeah, that's one thing that is pretty fucked up on street events. The fact that you always start last and everyone else pretty much just slows you down. Okay. So yeah, well, here it seems pretty clear that the car performance is the one thing that is taking care of everything, because there are 3 very clear groups. Like, you have the guys that are at the top that I still couldn't recognize, the Monster Energy with the Pagani Huayra, and then everyone else. That being said, well, at least, well, probably shouldn't say the cars, because I mean the Pagani Huayra is being used by some of the ones behind, and they are not doing well. So yeah, maybe it's just the teams, and if it is the teams, I mean, that's still messed up. At least the Raven West domination seems to be over, because they also didn't dominate in the previous event, on the tuner event. If something tells me that even getting close to those cars, I still wouldn't recognize them. As I say, they have a very unique shape. If I don't recognize them from here, I won't recognize them from up close. I have no clue what cars those are. They look pretty cool though, I can tell you that. Unless it's the Pagani Sonda. It could be, actually. Didn't think of it. It actually might be. Need to get closer though to make sure. More importantly, I will need to look at their front to confirm. Damn it. If only I could overtake this guy. I was gonna use an insult, but yeah, no. Not yet. I'm not salty enough. That being said, you are making me salty right now. I'm clearly faster than you. It's shit. So, yeah, these 2 guys. I mean, the only way is looking behind when I overtake them. Well, assuming I can overtake them. They are certainly going... Okay, well... That's a way to overtake, I guess. No, they are not. That's a Mazda. Well, I don't know that car. It's a Mazda. Mazda something. The Mazda logo is there. Okay, so the issue is that my direction is apparently
Extend the gap.
damaged, but I'm not sure how. I don't want to find out either. Also, pretty hard to do these corners when I don't have someone guiding me in the front. Like, this track is completely unforgiving. I wouldn't say it's the hardest street track, but it's something. It's something.
Your event rival is near the back of the pack.
Oh, that's the final lap, nice.
Your event rival will be replaying that.
Okay, that was a cool race, because it really made me work for the win.
First place.
Like, that was not easy. Oh, and it's Racer, really. Wait, the other guy crashed, the other guy that was at the front. That's interesting. So then, Racer, when I stop competing for them, they actually get good cars and good drivers. That's pretty cool. So I guess I was the problem all this time. Man, that's grim. Oof, okay, that's an interesting track. So here at least the Racer guys are gonna be like behind. Well, only one of them, because the other one
This one, you're top of the standings.
the other one finished not so well last time. It's probably related to me crashing him, if I had to guess. Because otherwise he didn't look like he was driving badly at all, of course. That's my teammate. I missed their teammate. Will you let me pass? Yeah, I guess that counts. Then these ones, are these ones McLarens? Yeah, that's a McLaren 100%, okay. So supposedly here the fastest car in the category is that Mazda that I'm not aware of. That's cool. Now, the thing here is that since all of these are gonna be inverted grid, and the Mazda guys are gonna start from the bottom, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be white free to win. Like, it shouldn't be a problem. Which tempts me, every time that I win very comfortably, it makes me want to increase the difficulty. Every time I get shown that it's not a good idea. Well, not to mention that supercars is not the only category that you're gonna deal with. There will be hypercars. This one in particular will be an ultra free win. And interestingly enough, even though the previous race wasn't easy to win, it didn't look like the guys that were at the top were as dominating as Raven West, because if that was Raven West, pretty sure those guys will, like, I wouldn't have reached them, and I will have to accept the third place and then simply win on the next one that you have inverted the grid and they are forced to start from the bottom. Okay. Well, and right now the one in second place is Raven West. So he's pretty far behind. Like, I cannot even see it on the map. It's so far behind yeah. Well, at the very least my teammate is in third place, so... for now. But... it's a shame because this is essentially gonna be a race fully alone. At least I hope that we get to see the other categories. Well, one of them I think is one of those that has a single make. Like the Lancia challenge. I don't know which one this is though. Haven't really paid attention. Because the NSX challenge is for the tuner category, not for this one. I guess that's also another thing that probably sets Street as the easiest category, because I also remember this happening before too. That I simply... well, in fact, I think it was because of the Street races that I thought to myself, hey, maybe I should increase the difficulty. Here it's quite ridiculous how far ahead I am. Pretty far ahead. Though I also wonder how much this season is gonna take. Like, will it take the rest of the stream? Because it's 12 events. It's not a joke. That's pretty long. I mean, as I say, it's longer than the general tournament so far. I call them general tournaments because I don't know what else to call them. Because each one of them has a different name. Like, you have... the first one is called Grand Slam, the second one is called Masters, and the third one is called Legends. So, I don't know if the game refers to them as something in particular. It probably does, but it just says Grid on the icon, right? And Grid, I mean, it's the name of the... it's the name of the game, right? Okay, that was extremely free. So free I want to see them. Okay, by 26 seconds it seems a little bit too exaggerated, don't you think? Perhaps. It's to the point. Well, here Raven West actually did get the second and third place, so maybe the Mazda is not gonna be the fastest one. Alright, so depending on the track, it's in Dubai. Well, I don't think that's gonna make a difference. I wanna change the difficulty, even if it's just for this race. Like here, difficulty settings, not the preset, but the AI difficulty. Like putting it on very hard. Very hard is, by the way, the highest. Okay. I just wanna try, because if what happened on the previous race is what's gonna happen here, I'm gonna demolish these guys. Well, and also this is my first time ever since I tested the game that I went against the very hard difficulty AI. Like, when I tested the game, the very hard AI was, like, it looked invincible. Well, not invincible in the sense that, wow, they are impossibly fast. They should look like they were as fast as what I was doing. And that obviously wasn't enough to reach them. You need to be faster. That being said, I don't think I should worry about this here, but we will see. And anytime that the next category shows up, we can just bring it back to hard. You know? Here I was able to... Oh, wait, my direction is already fucked. Well, that was quick. Shouldn't be surprised with all the collisions I had. I think that... Okay, yes, it's quite fucked. I think it's steering to the right on its own. Yeah, it is true. And okay, it is doing that by a lot, actually. This probably should be a restart. I probably will win regardless, but it's so uncomfortable to drive like this. No, it's fine. I mean, I guess at least that will add a little bit of challenge, because even on very hard, it's pretty clear the challenge is not on the on my opponent's side. So at least let's make the challenge be on the handling, I guess. And well, another thing that helps here is that my teammate is doing well. It did well on the previous one, it's doing well now. It might be one of the first teammates that doesn't suck balls in a while. But then again, I think it was also the case on street. Like, for whatever reason, the street discipline is the easiest one, and that also includes the teammate not being an absolute scrub. Oh shit, no, don't drift. I guess it's what certainly makes it the easiest discipline in the game. And it's not even close, because you compare it to anything else, like touring car, even though the cars are relatively easy to handle, the opponents are not easy to beat, and you also, in order to get into a good position, qualifying well and driving well is kinda necessary. Endurance is not easy at all because of the tire wear and the fact that the cars are faster than most of the other categories. Formula is not easy. Well, for like the combined reasons of touring car and endurance. It's a car that is not easy to handle, and the opponents are quite fierce, and you need to do well to win. And well, then tuning is... I mean, tuning is not that hard, but at the same time, you do need to drive well to win, because right there, time attack being the primary type means that you do need to drive well. But I think that because of that, like, you know, none of them compared to the difficulty of this that is super easy. Extremely easy even. I mean, just look at how far the second place is. Like more than 10 seconds at least. How many are we talking? I guess it doesn't show it, but we will see at the end of the race. But pretty sure this guy is 10 seconds behind. Keep in mind that I'm using a quite damaged car, you know? Well, in fact, you can probably see that with how badly I'm driving, but yeah, apparently I'm not driving nearly as badly as the other guys. Well, so even in harder difficulty, these guys got blown away. I mean, just look at that difference. Alright. That is absolute destruction. Not as bad as the previous race, I guess, but still pretty bad.
Xiliang will be replaying that over and over. Great win.
Yeah, I think everyone should replay that. So almost 14 seconds of difference, and we are clearly the leader here. I don't think the experience boost is that significant. Okay, so this one is different. This is a classic supercar cup, which means that we're probably gonna be using an old car. Oh, with the McLaren F1, well that's, I mean, yeah, it's a car from the 90s, so I wouldn't really call it old. So in this one I probably should put the difficulty back to what it was before, right? Probably. Which was here, hard. Which coincides with the hard preset. Maybe not, maybe this also will be free, but I don't know about that. Not to mention, didn't I already use this car? Well, I used it in the previous game. And in the previous game, of course, the physics have absolutely nothing to do with the physics of this game, so it doesn't really mean shit. Oh, yeah, that's not what I call spinning, dude. Well, he started the race there, of course he's gonna be leading. Yeah, honestly, maybe I should have kept the difficulty on very hard, guys. The fact that I'm already behind these two guys, yeah, they are not gonna survive. Well, I'm pretty sure I can overtake them before the first lap is over. Indeed. Yeah, maybe I got unnecessarily scared. This would have been doable in very hard too. But you never know. I mean, the sort of thing that unless I played it before, I wouldn't know how easy it will be or not. That's not that short of a corner. Yeah, even with a mistake like that, these guys are not getting close. Well, I wasn't expecting, again, the street is probably not a good representation, but I wasn't expecting the fastest categories to be easier than the slower ones. But no, this probably just applies to street. And not to mention that the slower categories were also easy on street, so this is an exception, it's not the rule. That's most likely the case. Well, in fact, right after this one, my idea is to do the touring car one. And with that, we're probably gonna get our asses kicked. Probably. I don't know. It's very possible. I'm also thinking what other help I could remove from, like, to get more experience when I finish an event what other difficulty setting I could change. I'm pretty sure all of them are fine as it is. Maybe the flashbacks I could turn them down to 1 like in the first game, since I mean in the first place they work whenever they want to. Multiple times I don't even use one of them, so turning them down to 1 or removing them will probably not be a bad idea. Yeah, aside from that, I think it's the only thing, because removing ABS will make the game almost unplayable to me. And, well, removing automatic transmission even more. There's absolutely no way. Disable them at all? You want me to disable all the racing aids? That doesn't seem like a good idea. I think that getting rid of ABS will be terrible. Yeah. Technically I didn't. No, I actually did try this game without ABS when I was testing it, and it wasn't a nice experience, I can tell you that. Yeah. It's like the hard preset, I think it suits me perfectly. Except in situations like this where the AI decides to be very bad for whatever reason, but as I say, it's only something that happens on street discipline. For some reason the AI on street is marginally worse than every other discipline, so I end up winning without really putting that much effort at all. Well, the exception being the first race. The first race was not that easy to win. Oh, a Chilean got second, that's pretty cool. Alright, so back at Supercar, and yeah, this... depending on the track though, okay, it's... Wait, it's the exact same track as before, but slightly longer, really? Okay, this one I will put in very hard. Difficulty settings. Okay, so very hard. But yeah, seeing the rest... Wait, disabling the HUD gives you a bonus? No way. Really? That's pretty funny. But yeah, the rest... Like, as I say, I will not disable ABS, and transmission putting it in manual is not gonna happen. So the only thing will be the flashbacks, turning them down a little bit, but aside from that I wouldn't change anything else. But yeah, I do change the difficulty here, because otherwise it's extremely free. Like, it's so free. And it's still free like this, by the way. Well, I guess... Yeah, see, that will be a good experiment. In this particular circumstances, disable everything. Okay, I almost got my car disabled here. Yeah, okay, but this guy is intentionally... Alright. Okay, that's how it's gonna be. That's what happens when you need to overtake. I know that I say that it was gonna be free and all of that, but I mean, it will if you manage to get past the crowd. Once the crowd is taken care of, that's it. You basically are by yourself. Not to mention that the two guys leading here are the McLaren, so they are not precisely fast. Yeah, that being said though, like disabling everything here, like for example the ABS will make this, like a track like this that is, well, a street track, an urban track that is full of 90-degree corners. Without ABS, this will be so infuriating to drive. Like, sometimes it's hard to remember how amazing ABS is until you don't have it anymore. Like, it's one of those things where, you know, You don't know how good you have it until you lose it. And yeah, ABS is exactly that. Try doing these corners without ABS and see what happens. Man. It's tempting seeing how much my opponents are sucking, but yeah. Like, regardless of the difficulty, it will just be annoying to drive, you know? Like, even if I still end up winning by a lot, driving without it is just annoying.
On to lap 2. You've got an early lead.
Now, in real life, I don't know how many of these cars actually do have an ABS. Actually, since most of these are modern cars, I will believe all of these guys. No, actually, hold up. Modern cars, if anything, the one thing they probably all of them have is traction control. ABS, I think it's something that applies more to racing cars. I don't think commercial cars have ABS, do them? Maybe they do, I don't know. Yes, I actually don't know that. Like, I heard that like car regulations in most countries force manufacturers to include traction control in most of the new cars that are manufactured. But I don't know if that applies to ABS. Because ABS... I mean... will you really use it in the street? Like, if you're driving normally to commute, will ABS even be useful? Because at the speed you are going, which is most likely not above 60 kilometers per hour, will the ABS even do anything? Oh, more cars have ABS than traction control, really. I thought it was the opposite. Because that's the thing, when you're going so slow, like 60 kilometers per hour, does ABS even matter? Because, I mean, you definitely do brake if you need to, you know, steer through a corner, but when you're going that slow, do the brakes, like, you know, blocking the wheels, is it that big of a deal? Is this only for sport cars because they have more power? Wait, so maybe I'm confusing it with the stability control? Or maybe no, it was ABS, because I do remember reading that there was one regulation that said that commercial cars needed to have one of those racing aids, so maybe I am confusing it with ABS after all. It's possible. It's more dangerous without ABS than TCS. Really? Well, I didn't know that. I thought ABS, as long as you didn't go as fast as a racing car, was mostly fine, but I guess not. Then again, I never, you know, I never use a car in real life, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, I thought that as long as you went slow, ABS was not that important. I guess it was. Well, that's useful to know, thanks. If only I could remember it. I guess I'm very bad at remembering details like that, but I'll try. In fact, you know, I feel like someone already told me that, and I forgot.
You've set the fastest lap this race.
Yeah, that's just how my memory is. If you lock the tire while braking, you are just a passenger, can't do anything worse in rain or snow, even at slower speeds. Yeah, but I was thinking, well, actually, it makes sense that at slower speeds, oversteering is probably not that common. Because I was, you know, thinking of traction control that will be useful, but at the same time, yeah, if you're going at 60 kilometers per hour, like, you will need to try very hard to oversteer. Like, you will have to, like, I don't know, use the handbrake to make that happen, so I guess it makes sense. Well, in that case, I think I'm even more justified for keeping the ABS. Like, I'm actually, you know, simply following real life here. Yeah. I mean, ABS is just one of those things that you will need to have very good control of your left foot to somehow, you know, be able to do well enough without ABS compared to someone that is using ABS. Because you will have to be so soft in the way you brake that it, you know, causes it to not block the wheels. You will need to have some mastery, for sure. You have to slowly apply brakes while you're steering. And all of that while not losing control as well, so... It's... definitely not for everyone, right? Certainly not. Okay, so this is, again, supercar. So yeah, this is... I'm just gonna keep it on very hard, I guess. But you know, I'm also tempted to remove the flashback. It's probably a bad idea. You don't gain that much more experience, though. Doesn't really seem that worth it. I mean, 3 is an exaggeration, but it's not like the bonus is worth it at all, so let's just keep it like that. GT3 cars do have ABS and TC, for example. Those race cars are designed with them in mind. If you disable them, you will be slower spinning the tire. Well, yeah, one thing that I heard is that, like, well, yeah, the touring cars in general, like TCR, for example, I think that they all have that sort of thing where the cars are made in a way that they are the most optimal to drive, right? Like, they are made so, you know, racers only have to worry about doing, you know, optimal racing lines and, well, overtaking, I guess, but they don't have to worry about being, like, ultra technical with how they steer. But yeah, it's I think that it's the reason why when you go to simulation games, GT3 is the most popular category. Like, whether it is iRacing or Assetto Corsa or even Le Mans Ultimate, I think, like, I think the most popular category always are the GT3 cars, and that's simply because they are, you know, they are novice friendly. Well, at least, you know, in video games, because in real life, I mean, yes, if you are new to racing and you somehow, I mean, that's the thing, if you are new to racing, you wouldn't land in GT3. Like, unless you are the son of someone rich with a lot of influence, you're not gonna get a seat at a competition like that being new. But the point is that I will assume that they are probably the cars that are the most gentle to drive, right? Like, you don't need to worry that much about the technical aspect and just worry more about where you are going in the track to be the fastest you can go. Probably. Again, this is all speaking through what other people say, because again, I was never in a car. Well, I was never in a car. I was never the driver in a car. Yeah, I was the passenger multiple times, of course. Not of a racing one, mind you, but kinda. Yeah, it's just that, you know, to get into the professional racing world, you really need to... You need to have contacts, that's for sure, but even having contacts, like, having the talent to not crash those cars and also not be slow enough is something. Because one thing is being the winner, which yes, obviously will require talent to win any professional race, but having like just, you know, like being in one of those racing cars and at least keeping up with the pace of the other drivers without crashing, that has to be so hard. And not to mention like the higher categories that are way faster, like the Formula categories, right? Like the people that do that are built differently. They seem, well, they are there for a reason, but the thing is that it's not just contacts that you need. Like if you don't have the talent, well, again, unless you are the child of someone ultra rich, you're not gonna last long. Yeah. It's a little bit too extreme for me, even if I had the contacts to somehow be able to participate in a professional race. And even if I knew how to drive, because I don't even know how to drive a real car, but the thing is that even if I did, I don't think I will have the necessary mindset to be a professional driver. Like, by mindset I mean the mental fortitude, more than the mindset. Well, I also don't have the mindset. I'm not a competitive person in itself, but yeah, the mental fortitude to tell your body, I need to go faster. And also knowing that that just makes it more dangerous. I don't think I can do that. I wouldn't say I do badly under pressure in general, in, you know, life situations, but it's a different story when you're going like 100 kilometers per hour, right? That's too much. Handling pressure at those speeds requires a certain type of person that I don't think I am, but it's fine. Though it's one of those things that always will keep you thinking, right? Like, what would it be? Like, if I somehow had, you know, the possibility to participate in a professional racing environment, will I be as bad as I think I will be? And it's impossible to know. I can only speculate. Maybe I actually wouldn't be bad, but that's another universe, not this one. In another universe. For now, at least I'm satisfied with driving cars with a gamepad. It's funny. Well, funny. I meant to say that it's fun. I don't know why I say that it's funny. Well, I guess it is funny if you if you see cars crashing. That's pretty funny to see in a video game. Probably not so funny in real life though. But yeah.
Tang Kiang is near the back of the pack.
Also, this guy is pronouncing Tan Kiang. I'm not Chinese, but I'm pretty sure that the Q is pronounced like Chu, right? Like, so it will be Chiang. Right? Shouldn't it be the case? Maybe. Don't know much about Chinese romanization, honestly. Or about Chinese at all. I think that that one will be Chiang. Who knows? Okay, that was bad.
Pace, make some gains on that too.
That probably should be a restart though. Like, my direction is already broken. Also, interesting that I didn't even get into the podium on the first lap. This is the Barcelona circuit, so it's possible that just like the first race is gonna be hard to win. Like, it might just be that this track is hard. Though also pretty lame that so far we've seen 2 tracks being repeated. Because yes, it's technically not the exact same track, but come on, dude. Like, it's barely any different. So that's pretty lame. Because, you know, the game has a lot of repetition by already on its own. So this sort of repetition that is completely unnecessary is very annoying. Tank shoes. Damn, it's been a while since I drink that. Like a very long ass time. I probably still like them, but it's been a while. Like, what I drink lately is like, well, quote unquote shoes that is already flavored, right? Like, you already purchased it in flavor. But yeah, I guess that, well, Tang also has that, but I don't drink Tang. But yeah, I probably should. I remember really liking it when I was younger. And I remember them coming in so many different flavors, like flavors that at some point you will think there is no way this is real. I remember shit like, I don't know, banana, kiwi, whatever, right? Like, what the hell? Who would even combine these things? No, they definitely did. Well, I don't know, they probably didn't combine those specific fruits, but they combined the flavors. Something tells me that that's not specifically made with fruits, it's made with, you know, something else. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind. Ah, fuck me. Oh, that was bad. Okay, hopefully that hit wasn't too bad. We will see. Okay. Yeah, my direction is slightly fucked to the right. Okay, maybe not so slightly fucked, it's actually quite fucked. Okay, that's fine, deal with it. The issue is if I can keep this guy behind. Well, that was the fastest lap somehow. Pretty sure it's only the fastest lap because this guy is constantly braking behind me. It wouldn't have been the fastest lap otherwise. Ah, no. Damn it. Yeah, it's starting to become a problem, the direction being fucked like this. Well, it's starting, no, it was already a problem. Now it's looking even worse. Oof, nice. Maybe I can reach him again. But I shouldn't count on it. If I cannot reach him, that's fine. Let's just dive on. Ah, fuck me. Okay, I'm somehow still chasing very close to him. We keep trading positions though. Well, we are only doing this because I'm just getting in his way.
Hold the lead. Last lap.
Like, I'm just being an asshole. And the AI does not have the chip to be an asshole, so I win by default, but let's see if I can maintain the lead right now. Well, the other guys are starting to join the fun. You look at the minimap. We're not gonna be alone for too long. You're driving faster with the steering skew. Nah, it's just that these guys are overly respectful. This guy, if he really wanted to, could have overtaken me a long time ago, but he doesn't. Well, I mean, he did overtake me when I made a mistake, but the thing is that since I just dive bomb without any respect in every single corner, like, he just takes it, right? He doesn't give a fuck. Or rather, I don't give a fuck, but he does. Like, he tries to be a respectful driver. To his detriment, of course. The AI wasn't made to be asshole-ish, but I was.
Tanky Yang will be replaying that over and over.
I was born to be an asshole. Anyways, that's a nice win at least.
Great win.
At the same time, here, I think the best conclusion to have of this race and why it wasn't as free as the other one is simply because this Barcelona track is hard. Okay, the hypercar, so for this one I will turn back the difficulty to hard, because I don't know what to expect here. Like, I don't even know what car I have, or what car the other guys have. It looked fast, that's for sure. Well, I already see Bugatti Veyrons in here. So my car, that's the Pagani Sonda, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it is. Okay, so I see the Pagani Sonda, the McLaren P1, the Koenigsegg Agera, well, the Bugatti Veyron. Okay, this is usually what you expect from games like this. Like this type of hypercars, yeah. Not a surprise at all. Not any car I wasn't expecting to see. That's a shame. I mean, in a way it's like, yeah, I should have seen it coming, but I really wanted to see new cars. These are the same ones that most games use. I don't know if it's because their license is super loose and they are like, oh, you want to use my car for your game? Yeah, sure, dude. I don't mind. Free publicity is wonderful. Well, not even free, because you have to pay me to use my brand in your game. So I'm being paid and I get to advertise my car. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's probably because of that. Like, these particular cars appear in every single game because their license is that loose. Well, loose. I mean, it's permissive. I think calling it loose is... oh shit. Well, not the only thing that is loose right now. Yeah, see, if that was Ferrari, they will be like, wow, how dare you depict my car having its front completely blown out. I'm gonna sue you, Mr. Codemasters. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure if Ferrari weren't such a... Okay, I was gonna insult them, but if they weren't so sensitive how their cars being used in certain ways, I'm pretty sure they could have put a Ferrari in here. I'm pretty sure the Enzo Ferrari, well, not the Enzo, here it will be the Ferrari FX, right, or whatever it's called. Well, I think it is like a, you know, a special version of the Enzo Ferrari, so I guess, yeah, the Enzo Ferrari here will be probably an equivalent to these cars, right? But I guess they are too uptight about it. Yeah, like, nah. My brand is gonna be respected. It's funny to me because otherwise, if it wasn't for video games, I would have no clue these cars exist. I mean, these are cars I'll never see in my life. Like, even, you know, in 10 meters, right? Like, let alone driving them. So the only reason why I know these cars is because of video games. So that's perfect for them. Not like I'll become a customer, of course, but just having your brand in people's mind is already a win. And that's something that it's, you know, pretty easy to do when, well, you know, you allow any video game developer to use your brand. So the Pagani Sonda and Huayra, I know them because, yeah, they are in almost every video game that features real cars and features hypercars like this one. Same with the Bugatti Veyron, same with the Koenigsegg Agera. And well, here, I guess the Lamborghinis will apply too. I think this game doesn't have Lamborghinis, which is weird, but yeah, the Lambos will apply too. I guess Lamborghini is not precisely a company that needs to advertise in order to be known, but well, I mean, technically none of this need to advertise because their customers are ultra rich people, so yeah, those type of things usually don't get advertised to plebs like me, because why would they? But again, I do think that having your brand in people's mind helps. Because I mean, I think that also gives the incentive to the rich people that want to flaunt having these cars, the fact that other people know about them. For example, Bugatti being like an ultra luxury brand is like kind of a known thing. So already that, the fact that even people that will never be able to afford one, the fact that they know it's a big deal brand helps the ones that do, like, are able to afford them to, you know, have more of a reason to get one, right? So I think this does help. So yeah, it would be nice if all car brands were like super okay with their brand being used in video games. I think the only video game that managed to use almost every single car brand in the planet, well, at least the ones that, you know, are relatively popular, is Gran Turismo. Well, with Gran Turismo 6 being the perfect example. Gran Turismo 6 has, well, I think 1,200 cars. Granted that most of them are like 10 variations of the same model, but the ones that are not, like you have a lot of variety. Wish more games were like that. But no, Gran Turismo is an extremely unique case. That's a game that cannot be replicated by anyone else. It's just not. Well, at least some other games get relatively close. Forza Motorsport has, for what I understand, a nice selection of cars, even if not as big.
Yang will be replaying that over and over. Great win.
Damn, look at my car. Look how they massacre my boy. And by they I mean Hawaii massacred. That was my fault. Hey, don't worry about it. So here it seems that we're gonna go with Hypercar until the end, though that race was free to win, so I probably should go for very hard difficulty here as well. Probably for the best. Cause yeah, this one is... Oh, this one actually...
Currently first in the driver's standing.
Isn't this the one that...
Strong position.
Like the one car where... I mean the one track that...
Gap.
that has those champs. That might be a problem, especially with cars like this. Well, I'll YOLO anyways. This is gonna be YOLO. Don't worry about it.
Make sure you get ahead of Faisal Mahmood and put some distance between you.
Essentially, there's only 4 hypercars in the game. Wow, that was...
Your teammate.
I don't know why I did that. My bad. That was very bad of me. It's fine, don't worry about it. Also, what was the previous track? I kinda forgot. Was it Dubai? Or was it somewhere else? No, I think it was Chicago, wasn't it? Just that, you know, I'm actually paying so little attention to the game. Because I don't need to, right? So, I find it hard to keep up with what's happening.
Teammate has crashed. They've dropped to 6th.
Well, I don't care how my teammate do. Yeah, I mean, the good thing is that here, probably because my teammate, you know, actually doesn't finish in last place, like we're actually gonna win the team championship. Also, yes, I was right. This is the track with these bumps, but if I don't brake, I'm gonna, you know, destroy my car. There is no way a car like this one can... Well, in real life there will be no way. In this game, I think the game doesn't mind that much. In real life, a car like this, there is no way that can survive these jumps. I mean, they don't look like they are that big of a deal. I don't think the suspension is ready for that. I mean, this is not a rally car. This is a car meant for trucks, not for environments where your resistance is tested.
On to lap 2. You've got an early lead. Looks like Faisal Mahmood has crashed.
Why is Faisal Mahmood my rival? Aren't we pretty late into the championship? Like, why do I still have Shovers as rivals? Doesn't make much sense. But well, if you want to, I mean, sure. Why not?
Your teammate has crashed. They've dropped to 10th.
Wait, why is everyone crashing? Did someone pour oil into the track or what? Are there banana peels in the track? What's wrong? And you cannot really blame the champs, because these guys are crashing in the places that don't have champs. Also, this was the tutorial track in the first Grid game, wasn't it? I'm almost sure it was. So pretty nice to be back here. Well, and in that same race, like that tutorial race in the first Grid was with a Dodge Viper. And now here we have a little bit of a more powerful car. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this exact same track.
You've set the fastest lap this race.
I mean, if my opponents keep crashing, I'm not surprised. All suck. Just want you to know that. Well, and at least my teammate was able to recover a couple of positions. So not bad. I think that this might be one of the first team championships that I actually win. Not like it matters to win a team championship, but... Hey.
Your teammate has crashed out. They've recovered from it though.
Oh, nice. Well, good shit, Mr. Teammate. I'm surprised that they have a notification like that. Your teammate has crashed, they recovered from it though, because it's something very specific. Right? I'm surprised the game is able to detect that. Hey, that's cool. That was a bad crash. Well then again, I don't have anything to lose on the front. In fact, I'm pretty sure the engine is not there anyways. Like, isn't this a rear engine car? So yeah, don't worry about it. There's nothing to worry about up there.
Faisal Mahmood will be replaying that over and over. Great win.
Okay. Yeah, hard to tell.
Over and you've secured the team target. Well done.
Even I'm also beating them by so much, dude. Really feels like no one is putting any effort into this. Well, I'm not putting any effort, that's the thing. I'm not putting effort and I'm winning by so much, right? So we're finally back in Paris in the... well, look at that. That's a nice lineup. Wait, did the sound die? The sound actually died. But only there. Okay, well, whatever. I'm glad it didn't die on the whole game, because restarting will be a little bit annoying.
The standings.
Though restarting there wouldn't have been a problem anyways. Because, I mean, it will be restarting before a race starts and the game saves the season. Nice, I got shoved to the wall. Nice, just, you know, pushed to the wall. Beautiful. Alright, can you not do that, please? I'm sensitive about being pushed to a wall. No, it hurts. Wait, what's going on there? Oh, that's... Tim, that's the rear of a car that got stuck in someone else. That's my teammate, actually.
Has crashed.
And it was his own rear.
Has crashed. They dropped to fifth.
And, well, I guess my teammate gets rid of his rear and I get rid of my front. That's what I call teamwork.
Xiliang is near the back of the pack.
You know, actually... Fuck. No, not that. I was gonna say... I'm still thinking about the tank shoes that was mentioned. I really... Like, now I actually want to start buying them again, because in my mind I'm remembering some of the flavors that were super tasty, and it's like I really want to do it again. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how expensive they are here. Like, compared to simply buying like what I buy, which is, you know, like flavor water already prepared, right? Not sure which one will be more expensive. I don't worry about which one will be more healthy, because it's pretty clear neither are healthy at all, but yeah. Well, I mean, they are not healthy. It's... The only thing that kinda doesn't make them healthy is the fact that they have sugar. But, like, whatever. I consume lots of sugar. In fact, modern doctors will probably say that my diet is absolute trash and that I will die young and whatever, but I don't know, dude. My family always consume lots of sugar, and most of them reach old age. So, I don't think I should worry. I mean, if I'm gonna die of something while I'm young, it's certainly not because of sugar. You know? It was also not this fierce before. Like, nutritionists were not that anal about sugar like they are like these last years. So yeah, that's what makes me think that it's not a big deal. If it was a big deal, it would have been warned a long time ago.
You've set the fastest lap this race.
I mean, added sugar has been a thing for quite some time, you know.
Zhiliang is near the back of the pack.
Wasn't he in last place? If anything, that just makes me think that that Faisal guy is a turbo shower then. Because if the other guy keeps crashing and he is still the one that's in last place, then you probably should rethink your life. So most of these races have a duration of 8 minutes, which was supposed to be endurance duration for like the first endurance this way, I guess.
Looks like Zhiliang has crashed.
Again? How many times can that guy crash and still not be in last place? What's going on here? Or maybe this guy is just lying to me, like no one is crashing and he's just making shit up. Because he's bored of the race, understandably so. I'm also bored of the race, but yeah, like, come on, dude. What I'm thinking here is, with how extremely long... with how extremely long this like last events on each discipline are, I probably shouldn't do the same thing for other disciplines, because if my idea is to reach level 9, I think that the second to last one should probably be enough. Like, it's not necessary to go all the way to this one. And since I'm seeing here how hard it is to further level up once you reach level 9, it's not like what I originally had in mind, which is like leveling all disciplines to maximum level is a good idea, you know? So I think like for this one, obviously I will reach the end, but for the other disciplines, I think I'll do the second to last one that is obviously way shorter than the last one. And hope that that's enough to reach level 9, because level 9 is what I need to participate in the final tournament in the game. Yeah, Radio Engineer is just baiting. I mean, I don't blame him. Like, how could he not get bored when I'm dominating like this, dude? Everyone will get bored. Like, I'm getting bored as well. It's just as I say, like, for whatever reason, they made the AI on street discipline so shitty for some odd reason. And we're in Dubai. Well, this is the monomake thing, yeah, with these guys. Well, the difficulty is still in very hard, yeah. I don't think that should be a problem. Like, I already used these cars and it went well. And even if it doesn't go well, I mean, it's not like I need to win every single race. And I'm pretty sure that no matter how bad I do on the following races, I still will win both the Drivers' Championship and the Team Championship. I think I murdered my teammate. Oh well. It kinda got in my way. Can you... Didn't it... Oh, wait a second. Yeah, these races, for whatever reason, the concept of teammate doesn't exist. Even though your teammate, like, the same driver is there, but it doesn't count as a teammate here. Don't know why, really, but I don't care enough either, so... So yeah, picking very hard was the right idea. Okay, here we have this Francisco guy being a little bit spicy. Hey, come on, dude, what's wrong? Are you jealous? Well, we have the exact same car, you know? Like, literally the same model and the same livery. Like, it's like they are twin cars, so maybe he's just jealous of my skill. Well, it's fine. Just... Ouch. See, that's why you shouldn't be. I fucked my direction with that. Thankfully the flashback worked that one time, so no problem. See, here more than like my direction being broken, not allowing me to win, it's more the fact that I don't wanna like you know, deal with a broken direction. Though honestly, that probably would have made the race more exciting. Yeah.
You've set the fastest lap this race.
Like, it's just insane how badly I'm dominating. It makes no sense. Makes no sense that every other discipline you have these guys being ultra close to me, and some of them, unless I actively block them and shit like that, they will beat me. But here it's like, no, just win. Don't worry about anything, you just win. Your job is winning, so just win. Just do exactly that. Odd, really. Pretty odd. But yeah, I mean, it's the reason why I wanted to try the street category first, because, or the street discipline first, because I wanted to get into the fastest category, at least in one discipline that was easy. Like, probably the worst one to start with will be endurance.
Final lap. Keep that lead intact.
Endurance, like, in fact, I don't know how hard it's gonna be, because we're probably gonna drive Le Mans prototypes in endurance. That's gonna be messed up. But yeah. I'm willing to receive it. To receive any necessary, you know, crashes that might happen. The AI got no balls on street courses. Well, they got no balls in any courses, it's just that here they also got no skills. Like, no balls, no skills, no brain, no nothing. There is no I in AI here.
Your event rival will be replaying that over and over. Great win.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, they forgot their skills in the paddock, I guess. Could be. Anyways, am I even gonna reach level 10? I feel like I won't. And level 10 is most likely not even the highest one, so pretty messed up. Also, man, you keep repeating tracks, dude. That's insane. Hey, whatever. Yeah, I'm at the top of the standings. I might as well be at the top of the world, because if these opponents are the absolute best the world has to offer, I am at the absolute top. No questions asked. Also, both of my, you know, side mirrors just, you know, went flying. But, I mean, in a contact discipline like this one, why would you even put the side mirrors? Like, they are obviously gonna fly. Like, especially the way that they are positioned in the Pagani Zonda. Like... It's like they are asking to be taken out forcefully. Yeah, pretty odd. Oh, I also think here the reason why my rivals are the shovers is because since this is inverted grid, I think the game thinks that the ones that are in first place are the best ones. but that's not the case here, you know. Ooh, damn. Okay. That looked pretty expensive. That looked like a very expensive crash. So my direction is already fucked. That's something that is probably gonna happen in all of the other disciplines. Like this faster category
Near the back of the pack.
will break a lot more easily than the other ones. Because it's not just that the cars are more fragile, but also that you are going faster, so every impact is gonna happen with a lot more force. Well, maybe you should not crash as much then. And it's fine. I mean, here I can guarantee you that my direction right now is fine. It's not a problem. So don't worry about anything. We are fine.
You've set the fastest lap this race.
Well, that's also another thing. In most of the other disciplines, I usually don't set fastest laps. Sometimes I do, but it tends to be one of the Raven West guys setting the fastest lap. But yeah, here there's obviously no doubt because I'm just dominating. Like, they don't even get close. Why does it look like Luke? I mean, why does it sound like there are two cars running right now? Like, I don't know, I feel like I hear two engines. Or maybe this car is that fast because it has two engines. That doesn't seem like a good idea though. For a car to have two engines. Probably. You don't think it's the sort of thing that throwing more of them is gonna
You've set the fastest
make the
lap this
car
race.
magically more performant? That reminds me that also for PCs, the idea of having two video cards to process games is something that stopped being a thing for a while. And well, even more so now that video cards are so expensive. Like, I remember that, like, probably a decade ago, like, putting two video cards into a motherboard was something that a lot of people did. Well, a lot of people. The people that could afford it. Because yeah, even if video cards were not as expensive as they are right now, a decade ago, they were still something that you will need to put some money on. That stopped being a thing. Like, some people probably still do it, but it's not really widespread at all. And that was an insane corner, nice. Put it.
Xi Liang will be replaying that
him.
Win.
Like this domination,
Ahead of your teammate in the driver's standings.
this sort of domination makes you think you are good. The thing is that I'm not. It's just that everyone else is horrible. But it almost gives you the confidence to think, damn, I'm actually good at this. No, you're not. Don't get high on your horse. You ain't good. Everyone else just sucks. And look at that evil smile from that McLaren P1. That McLaren is thinking nasty things. I don't know what he's thinking, but I don't like it. There's something about it.
Great season till top of the standings.
That McLaren is up to no good. Oh, the McLaren P1 is also such a nice car. It has a very weird shape, and normally it's not the type of car that I would call nice looking at all, but I don't know, there's just something about it that I like. Also, I don't think I like the way my car looks right now, but it's fine. At least it has less weight to worry about. It also has less... Okay, hold on. Yeah, maybe we need to restart that one. Can you pump up the AI level? No, this is the match difficulty. It's in very hard. Very hard is as hard as it goes. In fact, I played pretty much the whole game in hard difficulty. And I was like, you know, this difficulty is fine. And it is fine, but the only exception is in this discipline. That for some reason the AI is clearly not as good as it is in the other disciplines. So yeah, normally I wouldn't play with this difficulty because yes, it is the match difficulty, and usually the match difficulty is too much for me to handle. Yeah, here there's, I don't know, something in the air that makes them do what they do, or rather that makes them not do what they should do. It's fine. It's awkward, really, because especially this game, if you want to win on like the real circuits, you have to, on this difficulty, you have to drive near perfectly. In fact, even in the difficulty below this one, hard difficulty, sometimes I feel like I need to, like, even giving my all, I'm not faster than the AI. And it already happened multiple times. Like it happened in tracks like Brands Hatch or Spa-Francorchamps, that I try my best and the AI is faster than me. The only reason why I win is because they don't attempt to overtake, right? Like they, if I'm ahead of them most of the times, they just brake, but they are clearly faster than me.
Nice work on the first lap. You're in second place.
So it's only a problem for some reason in the street discipline. Like the AI just turns off. Hey, it is what it is. I guess they don't make them. I will say they don't make them like they used to. It's more like they don't make it like, ouch, like the other disciplines are used to. Hey, don't worry, there's only one more race after this and the street category should be done. Well, should be done. We will see it again on the general tournament, on the final tournament in the game, but But aside from that, it's where it's over. So we will see the other disciplines, and I will most likely need to lower the difficulty so it's not that hard. Well, and by lower I simply mean putting it back on hard.
Your teammate has crashed. They've dropped to 8th.
Though surprisingly here, maybe it's just because I'm driving badly, but seems like they are holding on.
Fastest lap this race.
Fuck, I couldn't... I tried using the flashback and it didn't let me.
Tank Yang has crashed.
I was about to say this.
Has crashed. They've dropped to 7th.
This Benjamin Webb guy is actually holding up very well. At least if you compare it to the previous races, he's actually doing surprisingly well. So hey, good stuff. I think that here it's simply that I'm just doing quite badly.
Teammate has crashed. They've dropped to 9th.
Okay, so it seems that this is another race where everyone loves to crash for some reason. Everyone is in love with crashing.
Tank Yang is sitting in mid-pack.
Well, to the point that one of them actually retired. You can tell that the last place is 11th instead of 12. Who cares? Oh, also, something I forgot.
Your teammate has crashed. They've dropped to 8th.
Well, actually, 10 minutes ago,
Tank Yang is sitting in mid-pack.
the World Cup match with my team started.
Keep that lead intact.
So it's possible that I might hear a lot of screams when someone scores. Well, as long as it's only that and it doesn't, you know, it doesn't make the network slower, it should be fine. Yeah, apparently our rival is Switzerland, I think. I mean,
Looks like Tank Yang
I will
has crashed.
say that we shouldn't have any problem winning, but we almost lost against a shit. So I don't have much faith on the team, and I don't give a fuck either. So I don't have enough faith or interest on the team. So whatever they do is fine by me, win or lose. Even if you don't watch the match, I will know. Oh, I think someone scored. Or no? Or maybe that's... No, maybe not. But I heard like a horn. Well, I don't know. I think it was simply a boat. You know, I live pretty close to the coast, so boats tend to come.
Tank Yang will be replaying that over and over. Great
Well, you
win.
wouldn't hear them because this thing has a lot of filters, but okay, so this race at least was a lot closer. That's something. So, well, here obviously we're guaranteed... Well, we were already guaranteed to win this whole thing, but... like both the team and the drivers championship. Okay, so what's the final race? It's in Washington. Doesn't make a difference to me. Whatever you want, you know, and then then it's the McLaren with the impure thoughts again. That's a funny McLaren, really. Okay, so. Well, this track is not that easy, all things considered, but the AI is certainly easy enough, so I don't think I should struggle. And you know, something that I could have tried doing, it's just that doing it will be a pain in the ass, but there is an objective that is finishing a race without collisions, and since winning is so easy, I could add that challenge to myself, like to win and also, you know, finish the race without collisions, you have to, well, you need a miracle pretty much. Yeah, let me flashback as that damaged my car. Only the two Bugattis remain, first and second. At least we got past the crowd. Also, this will be one of the championships where I actually managed to win every race. I don't know how many of those I have, but yeah, hard to tell. It is one of those things that basically just tells you how easy it is. The fact that I could get to the lead before the first lap was even over, starting from last place. But don't worry, as I say, this one will be the final race of this discipline, so hopefully at least the other races will be more exciting on the other disciplines. Who knows? It's also kind of wild the false confidence that this discipline gives you. Like, imagine it's the first discipline you play and you are like, wow, this game is fucking free, and then you go to the other disciplines to be hit by the harsh reality that no, it won't be as easy as you think. Okay, for some reason I'm kissing the walls now. It's not my intention, but they just look so kissable, you know? I can't contain myself. Now I do wonder, since the next thing I'm gonna do is touring cars, what cars are gonna show up in the fastest category, guys? I mean, I will assume that if you still wanna be considered a touring car, you cannot bring like cars like this one, obviously. So I wonder which ones will show up. Would be nice if Lambos started showing up, but well, they did have the Lamborghini license in the first Grid game, if I'm not mistaken. Like, there was one Lamborghini car, I remember. Probably even two of them. Would be nice to see them again. Really. Don't worry, I can afford to do that. Because these guys are so far behind that it really doesn't matter. I did try to flashback, of course, but didn't work. But yeah, that's one of the few cases where a flashback not working when I want to use it doesn't matter at all, because it's like, whatever, I have enough advantage to just like slowly and carefully get back into the track without losing the lead. Pretty funny. The guy behind me is approaching pretty quickly, actually. Hey, I don't think you will overtake. That being said, my direction is kinda fucking me over in some of these corners. Will be an interesting final race if this guy manages to overtake. But if anything, that will just say how much I fucking suck. But he's clearly going faster than everyone else too, you know? He's ready to overtake. But will you do it? Oh, you are right behind me. So if you really wanted to, you would. But yeah, you are a non-aggressive AI, so I don't think you're gonna do shit. And indeed, you did not do shit. But hey, at least it was nice to think that I was close to losing. Gave it a little bit of excitement, at least. Alright, so... yeah, got it. That was the championship. I wonder if that's enough for level 10. It might not be enough.
Your team have got a lot to thank you for. What a season.
Oh, it is.
That is how you compete at the
Yeah, there is a level 11 after that. So I can guarantee you right now that I'm not gonna bother reaching maximum level, because it's most likely level 12, but you need to do so much to reach there that it's simply not worth it. Alright. In that case, I think the most optimal way to reach the final championship is by doing the middle event of the fastest category, which will be this one. So this one is way too long, but this one is way too short and it wouldn't give you enough experience. So I think that this one should be enough to reach level 9. I hope I'm not wrong, because level 8 starts asking for a lot of experience, but...
You did absolutely everything right.
We have
season,
Racer
so
again.
have a look at your choices
Yeah, but
going
Liqui
forward.
Moly gives you way
Razer
more
Motorsports are upping
experience.
their game and have an offer you should
Yeah,
consider.
sorry, Racer. And we have Peugeot. That's the first time that brand shows up. Nice. Well, I gotta remember to turn back the difficulty to hard, because probably gonna get my ass kicked. Maybe not, but I don't want to risk it. So in Indianapolis, yeah, sure. So hold up,
Point from the first race.
difficulty. So back to regular hard, and then we qualify. Cause yes, in street qualifying is not a thing,
There's an extra
but
championship point for qualifying
in
first place.
almost every other discipline it is a thing, you know. Okay, let's just do a quick quali. Here is gonna be hard to adapt to the fact that I actually need to drive well. It's pretty hard when I done so many races where it didn't matter. But I'm already struggling to even get past the first corner. Pretty nice. But it's also quite different how you deal with street tracks and how you deal with circuits like this one. Because in street tracks, the corners are way more well defined because you see a very clear wall where you are going. But here you don't see that, or rather you see the wall further than you are supposed to go. So you kind of have to pay attention to the track limits, and the track limits are not extremely easy to see, especially in tracks like this one, where it feels like everything is at the same level. Though this might be a very clean pole position, right? Okay, maybe not. Okay, it's that thing where my car unfortunately... Oh, it actually is pole position. But you could see that at the end my car was losing speed. Okay, and Raven West is back at the top here, I guess. Alright. So let's see how this goes. Wait, there's only one race here?
Your teammate is 16th on the grid.
That's pretty cool. Was expecting there to be 2 races, but
You need to beat your event rival.
unless
Make it easy though.
it's one of those things where it says 1 race but 2 events or whatever. But hey, if it's only 1 race and it doesn't repeat the other one, I will be very thankful of that. Oh, I think that here Nathan is not gonna participate. We have Rick Scott and Aaron, but no Nathan. So here it might be that my opponents probably will be faster on straights. Or not, I don't know. But we will see. Yeah, this guy's very clearly faster on straight.
Great first lap. You're leading the race.
Yeah, these cars are also quite fast, almost reaching 300 kilometers per hour. Well, unfortunately here, yeah, street discipline is something very particular because, as you can see here, look at my rival and look at how it's already in last place. And it probably will remain there for the rest of the tournament as well, so... Yeah, unfortunately, it's one of those things. But oh well. Ah shit. Okay, this final corner I am having some trouble pulling it off. Oh, that's a different guy, Stefano Bruno.
This race.
Well, here I am feeling significantly faster than my rivals. Like, aside from my car being slower on straights, I do feel like is it again another one of those cases where maybe very hard difficulty will have been more fitting, but I don't know. We will see once Brands hatch and well, other tracks that I might struggle with when they show up.
Arslan, hold the lead through to the end.
That was a weird hit. Well, the interesting thing here is that regardless of how well I'm doing or not, I do realize here that
Back of the pack.
I'm paying more attention to what I'm doing. Like, you can see that I remain silent for longer periods of time because I'm not just casually driving knowing I'm gonna win. Like, here I actually need to watch the corners I do. So even though this first place seems to be very convincing that it wasn't close or whatever. Well, I mean, I guess it was close, so the point is that, like, yeah, I didn't think I was gonna lose. But to make sure that's the case, I did need to pay a little bit of attention. So surprisingly, that was the event. Unlike the previous one, there weren't two races, so okay, that's good. Like, that's not repetitive, and the fact that you're only gonna do one race instead of two for absolutely no reason is pretty cool. Shame that you didn't do that last time, but hey, nice that you eventually understood.
Point for qualifying in first place.
We will see how we can qualify here. Well, maybe another thing that is possible is that on faster categories the AI just doesn't do as well as the slower ones, so maybe the player just ends up doing better overall. If I get the pole position here, I want to try the very hard difficulty. Like, I'm not sure if it's a good idea. I mean, if I start first place, so that's the thing. Once you start the quali, like, can you actually change the difficulty before the actual race, because that seems a little bit weird, doesn't it? You could just simply put it on the easiest difficulty and then put it on the hardest when the race starts. Well, we will see. It was a third place, okay. I still, well, here even less so. I don't think I should try putting it in very hard. I wanna see if I can, though. Yeah, you can. Well, that's pretty weird. Like, you can change the difficulty after the quali. Doesn't make any sense, because yeah, you can just do very easy quali and then very hard race and block everyone. I also just realized that this is rolling start. I don't think it was rolling start in these touring events before. I think they only do it here in this one. Oh, what the hell, really? How did I lose control there? That was weird. Sure, whatever. So be it. Here you're starting to see what we... Nice hit. What we've seen in the whole game, which is Raven was just dominating. So yeah, putting this on very hard would have been a bad idea. Like, maybe I could still beat the Raven West guys in very hard, but you can tell that my pace is extremely similar in hard. Still faster though. But that's the thing. It's what I was saying earlier. Having the same pace as Raven West doesn't mean that I will win. If anything, it just means that, you know, I'll stay behind them unless I get pole position, of course. But they will also make the quali harder, I'm assuming.
Alright, Gabby, on to lap 2. Just one place to lead this race.
That's one thing that I wonder why they use the name that you tell them to call you by so little times. Like, I mean, I understand that recording multiple lines will be a pain in the ass for every little single name they let you choose, but I'm surprised they even let you choose it if they are not gonna use it that much, you know? No, once you overtake them, even if they could reach you, which is for some reason not happening here, but if it will happen, they will still like brake when they are close to you. Well, this guy did reach me. Oh shit, that sounded like a crash. It's because I do that corner pretty slowly compared to them. Also, this corner here is so messed up. Kinda need to go long in it to make the optimal racing line, but
Last lap, hold the lead through to
it's
the end.
very unintuitive. Okay, you can kinda do that corner at full speed, so it's no wonder the guys behind were braking so badly. Ah, no way. No, don't do this to me. Okay, you know, technically we can still recover this. Like, if I attack in one of these corners, I should... Oh, well, but that penalty... That penalty just fucked me over. I think we're gonna have to accept the second place here. God damn it. I mean, I could restart the whole thing, but that seems a little bit overkill if you ask me. It's fine, I'll accept the second place. It won't be a problem anyways.
Well done, you beat your event rival.
Those sort of mistakes I make,
Second over the finish line.
feels like they always happen at the end, so I'm tying with Rick Scott. Ooh, and that might not be good, but I think that the overall objective is not third place on the team standing, so it should be fine, I think. I hope. Okay, will there be one race where we will play here on the full length or what? Wait, hold up. What I want to see is this. Yeah, like, wait, what? Finish 9th or above? Oh, I guess that's the... You know, it's fine. The team championship, you need 6th place, so that's not a problem. I mean, it will only be a problem
Qualifying in first place.
if it was the final championship, but for this one, it's no big deal. Seems like the quality I'm just being superior, and I'm not sure exactly for what reason, but I am being quite superior to the opponents, at least compared to how it usually goes, where I tend to be like 5th place or whatever. But look at this, at least for now 4 seconds ahead, though. I guess here it's because it's not comparing me to the fastest ones yet, but... okay, well... I pissed all of the advantage I had away. I mean, it's still gonna be first, but not sure if a permanent first. Damn, actually... Okay. I'm gonna be a moron, and I'm gonna put this in very hard. It's a horrible idea. Like, I should not do this, but since I'm starting first, I wanna try. But yeah, this will normally be a horrible idea. Yeah, I'll make use of my pole position here. Not to mention it's also rolling start, you know.
We're ahead on points. Our team's third in the standings.
Well, and this is also, by the way, the first time that outside of street, of course, it's the first time that I see what the AI can do on very hard. Because yes, I saw it in when I was testing the game, but that was not only pretty long ago, but also it was in a track that hasn't showed up yet and probably will not show up, which is Mont Panorama. At this point I'm almost 100% convinced Mont Panorama is DLC and will not show up on the carrier. So it seems pretty apparent that the Raven West guys are struggling because I'm going too slow compared to how they normally do it. Yeah, well, get on, I guess. If you didn't want this, you should have gotten the pole position. It's as simple as that. Well, either that or being more aggressive, but I guess that's not on your DNA. I guess I'm... Yeah, I'm doing quite well, I guess, despite the fact that it's in very hard difficulty. I mean, obviously starting with the pole position is what is making this happen in the first place. Yeah. I mean, at least I guess I'm keeping up decently. That was bad. I guess as long as I don't do a very gross mistake and I leave enough room for Rick Scott to overtake, I should be fine. Like, as long as I do the corners at least in a line that is inside of the track, these guys are not gonna overtake. Doesn't matter how slow I do it compared to them, they are not gonna... Like, okay, he kinda attempted an overtake there. Oh, look at that, damn, Rick is actually being pretty aggressive now, huh? I guess you didn't like what I should say. Is that the case? You actually want to be aggressive? Well, you still have 1 lap and a half to be aggressive enough to overtake me. Will you be able to? I wonder. It seems that in the final sector I do much better than them. I think that my struggle is probably the first... Yeah, the first sector, I think it's the one I do the slowest. was bad, but it's fine. Yeah, these guys, like, I will have to actually make a mistake for these guys to overtake. I don't know if that counts as a mistake. Nah, that wasn't that big of a penalty. I mean, it was right before a slow corner anyway, so... Oh, that is bad though. Yeah, whatever. They don't have enough time to recover anyway, so I guess that's the first race that I win in Very Hard. Outside of Street, of course. And it went well. I guess something that I'm curious about is how the quali will be with the difficulty being in Very Hard. Not sure. But this one is a different one. It's classic touring car. And I think that the next one is also a different one, so not sure if it's the best place to be doing this. Probably not. It's in Indianapolis again. Yeah, for this one I think we probably want to play it safe. Let's see. No, I fucked up. I can't believe I did that like a moron. Like I meant to go to qualified. Now winning this will be... Oh, wait a second. There was no qualify. This is inverted grid because the Raven West guys are here. So yeah, no worries. You didn't fuck up. I almost thought that I should piss the championship away, but no. It is inverted grid. Oh wow, wait, this guy actually took me down. What the hell? What an asshole. Okay, what's wrong with you? With you all, I mean. Like, what are you doing here? Fucking assholes. Like, where were you going? There was nothing over there. You were just trying to throw me out.
Your event rival is in second place.
Well, yeah, the fact that my event rival is all the way there, I guess also explains. The problem here is that getting past the crowd is gonna be very annoying. This is the reason why I qualify in every race where that is an option. Because otherwise you gotta deal with this. And yeah, it's as painful as it looks. At least it's more interesting than leading the whole race, I guess, but at the same time here, you don't really... You cannot really do much on your own. If these assholes don't let you pass, it's not like you can, you know, have some skill that lets you become a ghost and overtake all of them. Would be nice, but it doesn't work that way. So yeah, even if you're very skilled overtaking everyone in a grid, it's not something that is that possible. I mean, it is possible and I will do it, but I mean that it's, you know, still very down to chance. Also, I'm seeing that some of my rivals are using the R32, like the Skyline R32. What am I not using it? Why am I instead using this ugly ass Ford? I don't want to be using this Ford. I want the Skyline, damn it. Maybe I should have Big Racer instead of this one, of this team. Maybe Racer had the Skyline. Well, I don't know what Ford this is, but I will assume by the fact that it says Sierra that it is the Ford Sierra. I think that it will be a logical conclusion, not to mention it also says Sierra on the left of the car. It's not just on like those yellow letters that you might think it's a sponsor. It's also there on the left corner, like it usually tends to be the case, where it says what model the car is, right? So it's most likely indeed a Ford Sierra. Probably. Yeah, I didn't want this one. I wanted the Skyline R32 limit. It's okay. This, I guess it's also probably like the street. Like actually, this probably explains precisely why the street discipline is so easy.
The fastest lap this race.
Since the opponents are forced on an inverted grid, you will always have the fast guys struggle to overtake us. You saw how the first race went on the street championship. Like it was ultra free. Ultra free, no, sorry, I meant the opposite. It was like ultra. I don't know what word to use, but it was close, right? Like I won, but barely, and I had to put a lot of effort to win. But in the other ones that were constantly inverting the grid is the ones that I was just winning. And it's happening here also because of that. Like, there is no quali for this one, you just invert the grid and that's it. So that might explain that. Maybe. Probably. We have this Andrei Kokorev. Didn't seem like he did that badly, but I win.
Your event rival will be replaying that over and over. Great win.
So the next race said something about,
Taking the cup home.
like, yeah, it's a Ford Sierra, obviously, but I was out to say the next race is, it's said with supercars or something, right? Like Super Tour. Okay. Oh, and there are 2 races. Wait, why does it say event 4 of 5? Isn't this the event 5 already? I feel like it is the event 5. Well, not according to the game. But unfortunately, this one are gonna be 2 races. I'm not very thrilled about that.
There's an extra championship point for qualifying in first place.
So this doesn't look like a supercar to me. Yeah, sure. Oh, okay, it's that easy to lose control. That's an issue. This actually feels very similar to how those muscle cars in the tuning category drive, and that's not a good thing. It seems like an extremely stiff car. Yes, it goes very fast on a straight, but the moment you're supposed to steer, it absolutely shits the bed. It is gonna be painful. I hope the 5th event is not this one, though. I'm still surprised, like, didn't we already do... Like, I'm pretty sure we already did 4 and this should be the 5th one. Like, this game is making me question my sanity. But this has to be the 5th one, dude, like... Or unless you didn't count the previous one as part of the 5. Or maybe this is a bug, and since all of the other disciplines have 6 events, this one only says it's 5 because they are wrong and it's supposed to be 6. I don't know. Honestly, I'm a little bit lost. Wait, that was 2nd place. No, it was 9th place. Get your facts straight. Okay, that's an issue. That's very bad. It's fine, don't worry. Hopefully the 2nd race is inverted grid, but we already saw that they stopped doing inverted grid for touring, so I'm a little bit concerned about that. I don't think I can stay ahead of Rick Scott. That will be hard to do. And everyone is overtaking me here, really. That's messed up. Damn, everyone. Holy shit, what car did these assholes give me? I mean, it already didn't feel very good on the quali, but seeing how everyone is just casually overtaking me like that, I am a little bit skeptical of the racing engineers, what they did to me, well, to the car. I hope they didn't do anything to me. Maybe they dragged me. It's possible. Not sure what that would be useful for, but maybe they were paid by other teams. It's possible. Well, if anything, what seems, unless that's just me and not the car, but something that seems to be superior with this car compared to the others is that it brakes a lot better. Like, I can brake so much later than everyone else. But yeah, I don't know if that's just the AI being shit or the car being good. The issue here is that reaching Rick Scott seems impossible. I mean, it already looked impossible at the beginning, so I'm not surprised that it looks impossible now, but it's a little bit disappointing, if anything. I might be able to reach the 2nd place, though. Ah, you sack of shit. I don't know if that's enough to... Okay. Well, it's enough at least to not have him right in front of me blocking me, but I pretty much lost the 2nd place because of that. So that's annoying. I mean, on the right side, even though I obviously do want to win the championship, the team objective for anything that is not the general championship doesn't really care about you getting first. I mean, doesn't care about you even getting close to first. I'm pretty sure the team objective here is 9th place. The team objective, well, yeah, the team objective, but for the drivers' championship. So obviously it's extremely permissive. I kinda doubt that on the final lap I'll be able to get close to these guys. Especially if I do a penalty. They didn't let me flashback, by the way.
2 laps down and you're in 3rd.
But here is crazy how this corner everyone does it so much faster. Not a fan of this 3rd place though. At least I did get quite an advantage over Rick Scott on the previous race. I don't think he even got second place, so that's good, but third place I think for me is a little bit too bad. Fuck off. I hope at least the second race here is inverted grid and not the exact same thing like it was for the second speed category, because that will be an issue. I guess it's probably gonna... for fuck's sake, dude. It's probably gonna repeat the same result, and that will be bad. Like, it probably will be another third place. Okay, so how are the standings looking like? Yeah, Rick Scott is very dangerously close. So will this be an inverted grid? It is. Nice. Okay, so it being an inverted grid pretty much gives me... I don't know if the win, but it will at least not give Rick Scott the win, and that's what I need. It's insane how much slower my car is in this part. Like, it seems pretty clear that either my top speed or my acceleration are trash. One of the two is severely lacking. I guess it makes up for it with the brakes. Maybe. Ah, fuck. Okay, that's fine. The guy that is in first place is escaping pretty quickly. I mean, not surprised with how much shit is happening here, but... At least my teammate is in a good position, though my teammate really doesn't matter at all, because the team objective is not something that matters. And he almost took me out there, that's nice. Okay, at least I think that we are past the crow. I mean crowd. There are no crows here. I hope. That was bad. Didn't let me.
Rick Scott is sitting in mid-pack.
Didn't let me flashback. Though I don't know how bad that direction thing is gonna be. I mean, considering how shitty the handling on this car is, I think that it's not gonna be much different from how shitty it already is. But yeah, it's mostly fine. Well, in fact, I shouldn't even say mostly. I don't see what difference there is. It's as if it didn't have any damage. So at least I will be able to take the lead. what are you doing? You're actually pushing me out, dude. I can do the same thing, you know? Asshole. Right, so here,
You've set the fastest lap this
if you
race.
don't want them to overtake you, you have to block. Like, you are not gonna go faster than them. Right, well block. Very well block. Ah, that's not well block at all. Okay, he actually just took me out and flashback doesn't work. Man, sometimes I really want to grab whoever coded the flashback from this game and flash him back to another life. Also, that was extremely shitty, the way that guy took me out. Completely shameless. But yeah, like, it didn't let me flashback. You know, as it always happens, it's not something new, but it especially hurts there because it was the final lap and I was winning. Pretty shitty, but yeah, it's at this point something that I'm mostly used to in this game. Well, in this and the previous game, at least I hope the next game doesn't have the same issue. Dealing with it in 2 games is already shitty enough, but dealing with it in a in a third one, like, come on. Considering that the next game released 5 years after this one, I wanna believe at least that bug will be fixed. Hopefully. I want to finish this, by the way, this touring tournament right here. Like, there is apparently one more event, but I don't care, I'll do it. So normally I would have ended the stream now,
Nice work on
but
the first lap. You're in second place.
you know, let's go all the way. Well, and then the idea for the next one will be to do endurance, open wheel, and tuning. Or tuner, whatever the fuck it's called. Those 3 will probably take me the whole stream. Well, I don't even know if I can finish them on one stream, especially because endurance, if it's either 5 or 6 event, and assuming that each one takes 10 minutes, it's probably gonna be more than 10 minutes, since 10 minutes was the second
Seconds ahead of Rick Scott.
speed category, so this one might be 12, so assuming that will already probably take an hour if not more, so I expect the other ones to take a similar amount, especially considering open wheel will most likely be 2 races, though technically here touring car I expected it to be 2 races in each event, and it hasn't been the case for whatever reason, except for this one event here. And maybe the next one as well, I don't know. So the next one, if I had to guess, it's probably gonna be a regular touring car again. And if they follow the rules they've been following all this championship, it's gonna be a single race. Maybe. Hopefully.
You've set the fastest lap this race.
Okay. At least this time it's a win. Well, there is still time to have an accident, so I probably shouldn't say that yet, but at least looking at the distance of the second place and the fact that now there's only one more corner and it's this one, and I already did it, so yeah. And the good thing is that Rick Scott is nowhere to be seen, so that should be a good advantage.
Playing that over and over. Great win.
Like, what position did you even get into? Sixth?
Turn it round in the next race.
No,
We've lost some
fifth.
ground in the standings.
Okay, at least I have a good advantage. Shame about the team, but yeah, at this point the team can suck a cog. Alright. So yeah, the next one, unfortunately it's 2 races, and it's also in the Super Tourers. I don't like that. Why do you do that? Why are you like this? It's fine. At least we know that it's inverted grid on the second race.
Championship point for qualifying in first place.
It's a 2-minute lap, huh? Surprised by how bad the quali in the previous race went. I know it was the first time I was going against that track, but still. Well, it's also the first time I go against this track. Like, I know this track, I know Sepang, but I don't think I ever actually played it myself. I just saw other people play it, like in simulators and stuff. I kinda just know it by name. It is a relatively popular track. Ah, shit. The chances are that the quality time is gonna suck balls. Wait, this is the final straight? No, the next one is the final straight. After this corner. So, that's gonna be a partial first place, probably not gonna be. Yeah, it's a 5th. Yeah, that's good. That's not bad. I'll take it. And especially if it's inverted grid. Also, this is in Malaysia. I saw the Malaysian flag waving somewhere. Right? Yeah, it is Malaysia, right?
Position 5.
Pretty sure that's the Malaysian flag.
The hard work is paying off. Our team's 4th in the standings.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't know where this track was. Yeah, the Raven West guys are already having their doors open, literally. See if my teammate is gonna
Your teammate to push for a higher position.
stop sucking balls, but yeah, doesn't seem like that. Just that really if you play the street discipline, you really start getting used to things that will not be the case in any other discipline. And yeah, one of them is your teammate not sucking. It's a tragedy that unfortunately will happen. These guys are challenging each other apparently.
Good first lap. Keep pushing to the front.
It might be possible that this might be another third place, but again, knowing that the second race is inverted grid, it's not really gonna be a problem. As now Rick Scott is the one that is winning. So like with this result, I'm pretty sure we will either tie in the standings or he will even overtake me. But yeah, with an inverted grid second race, I will recover, of course. It is a track with a lot of straights, so their cars are gonna win by default under those circumstances. I went too slow there, I could have gone faster. Yeah, and right there I did the opposite. Tried to flashback, but it didn't let me, as always.
Rick Scott is leading the event.
Yeah, and he will keep leading the event. At this point, just get to the end and win the inverted grid, and that's it. You will be good to go. I just wanna say that this car is fucking shit. Like, this car is so shit, it's actually offensive. And that's not to say that that's the reason why I'm losing, but yeah, like, it sucks to drive as much as the muscle cars in the tuner discipline. Like, it's the one that, yeah, on a straight can go pretty fast, but
Down and you're in third.
the moment a corner comes, it shits itself very badly. Pretty annoying, but yeah. That being said, it can go fast on a straight, but certainly not faster than my competitors, you know? Really? It's also quite wild how these guys just keep the... Ah, fuck. Why do I keep getting taken out by these nobodies? And I cannot flashback again, like I'm tired of repeating that, but yes, I cannot flashback. I don't think I can recover the third place, and especially... What the hell, that's a penalty, dude. Oh, dude, I'm so pissed off right now. Yeah, I'm not recording that third place, but the problem is that this has to be a restart. I cannot accept a result like this. I'm killing these guys. There. I can do the same to you, you know. Alright, I don't wanna restart this shitty ass race, dude. I don't like using this shitty ass car. I guess I will. Whatever. Maybe this one I might be able to win. Or not. Not if I start like that. Okay, I don't want to spend a lot of time in this trash, so just at least try to finish in a decent position. I don't want to touch this piece of shit car ever again. Hopefully it doesn't appear in the final championship. This is really being an issue. I'm even thinking of leaving this for the next stream because I'm getting super frustrated right now, and I'm more than justified. So pretty crazy, by the way, that the final impact in the previous race didn't break my car. Like, yes, it added damage to the car, but it wasn't like an instant DQ. Yeah, this is also not gonna be a win, but I don't care. Though I should at least get the third place. It's like... And again, this is probably the worst track for this, because this car, you already seen without a doubt that it's clearly slower than the other ones in straights. But that's what this track is mostly about. It's the straights with corners here and there, but mostly it's a test of speed. And this shit cannot do that. Whatever.
That's Rick Scott up ahead.
Man, it's so annoying that I have to do this race again afterwards. Why do you even put cars like this in the first place? Like, why do you have to put a car that is shit to drive? I cannot imagine someone enjoying driving this piece of shit, especially after driving the actual touring car before, like the one that actually behaves like a normal car. Like, why do you have to bring this trash here? What's the point? It's like with the muscle cars. At least the muscle cars is a time attack, so you just run on your own, but here needing to drive this trash surrounded by other drivers is very annoying. I wouldn't say it's the worst car in the game so far, because yeah, I still think the muscle cars were way worse, like not even close. Just that, yeah, they were in time attack, so they were less frustrating. Why do I put up with this shit? It's fine. I guess it had to be this shitty after I pretty much had so many free races with the street cars. Also, I haven't heard anyone, like, you know, scream for, you know, someone scoring a goal in the current World Cup match. So something tells me that we are losing.
Rick Scott up ahead.
Well, either losing or tying 0-0. That's fucked up. Against Switzerland of all countries, come on, dude. Hey, it's fine. You know, we definitely deserve it.
Ask your teammate to push for a higher position. On to lap 3. 2 drivers between you and first place.
That's the thing about football, when you hear absolute silence, no one celebrating anything, is that you didn't score a goal, but that doesn't mean that you're losing. You could be tying, and I hope that's not the case, because the longer the match goes on, and if we manage to win, I'm gonna be hearing celebrations very late into the night, and I don't want that. So, I mean, I'm not saying I hope we lose, but I hope we lose. Judging by the lack of celebrations, I will assume that it will be like that. So I don't understand why. This is the same thing that happened on the previous attempt, but why are these assholes approaching me so much closer to the end of the race? Like, why am I somehow going slower later on? Like, why didn't they approach me at the beginning, right? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I understand I could be playing worse, but I feel like I'm not playing any worse than at the beginning, and at the beginning they weren't this close. Whatever, 3rd place, so let's go on to the final one and be done with this shit already.
Season's not even over and you've secured the team target. Well done.
Yeah, well, the team target that wasn't very picky in the first place, so it's gonna be inverted grid. So we're also gonna secure the drivers tournament. But I wonder if I can win this, cause one thing is being clearly behind the Raven West guys, but here it also seemed like I was going slower than the rest, so we will see. Maybe we're gonna be fine. What triggers me the most about this piece of shit car is that it's somehow referred to as Super Touring. I know that that's simply like maybe the official name. I doubt it, since this game doesn't have official categories. Like the names are generic to be used in the game, but pretty sure that none of these categories are real, in the sense that they are not using those names in real life. So why is this shit called Super Touring then? How is this even a supercar? It's super shitty, I'll give you that, but I don't think that's what you will think when you think of the word super. So yeah, just why? Like, for what reason?
Scott is sitting in mid-pack.
Yeah, let him stay in mid-pack. Though here, as long as I finish ahead of him, it doesn't matter if he's in mid-pack or 2nd place, I still win. Now, what are the chances that on the next disciplines a shitty ass car like this is gonna show up? In endurance it shouldn't be the case, though
First lap, you're leading the race.
it's possible that they might throw in a random ass event that is not an endurance, but I don't know. I mean, that's the issue. In any of this they could do that easily.
Rick Scott has moved up to third place.
I don't give a fuck. As long as he doesn't overtake me, it's all... Oh, but actually, okay. So here's the issue. The two Raven West guys are here. Maybe only Rick Scott got third, but Aaron is in second. So keeping up this position will be extremely hard. So yeah, that is a problem. That is indeed a problem. And this guy already overtaking. Yeah, I mean, if this was the final lap, I wouldn't mind, but there are 2 more laps to go. So having to keep these 2 guys behind for that long amount of time, judging how the previous race went, this is... yeah, this is gonna fucking suck. There is no other way to say. I cannot sugarcoat it. This is gonna suck so bad. Well, to be fair, I have a relatively nice point advantage compared to Rick. So even if I don't win, I might still be able to win the championship. But I have my doubts. I mean, if I get second place, I still win because he's behind me. But if I get third like last time... Well, assuming he gets second, maybe I also still win, but... It's gonna be... rough.
Set the fastest lap this race.
It doesn't matter, forget about that. Just worry about driving well. And remember that apparently you cannot use flashbacks because the game has decided so. So try to make every corner as
Scott has moved up to second place.
safely as you can. And yes, Rick is second now. That's a problem. Nah, it's fine. I mean, if I was able to withstand the entirety of the previous lap, I should be able to withstand this lap too. But that's assuming I make no mistakes, and that's very possible. I mean, very possible that I do make mistakes, that's the problem. Stay behind me. Stay there. Do not overtake. Okay, at least Aaron... No, never mind. Aaron didn't overtake shit. In fact, they are most likely in parallel right now. And them being in parallel is an issue. Because if they decide to attack at the same time, I cannot block the 2 of them. So yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, they are kinda in parallel. I don't think they are gonna attack, they never do. But... yeah. There's only one more corner. You just need to nail this corner and that's it. The suffering will be over. And the suffering is indeed over, thank God for that.
Rick Scott will be repeating that over and over. Great win.
Please don't make me use this car ever again.
Demand of you this season. You got it done though. Let's push higher for next season.
What you mean you got it done though? Of course I won. I didn't really hear the whole phrase. It's probably not worth paying attention to. I mean, I got the 2 team objectives. What else do you want?
The highest level.
We got to level 9, which is what I wanted. So him. I wonder if by doing the endurance I will reach level 9, because this one I reached level 9 but barely. The other one should be fine though. But yeah, that's the plan for the next stream. It's gonna be endurance, open wheel and tuner on the tournament that is of like the second longest, like the one that's in the middle, like that one. That's the plan for the next stream. Hopefully at least they don't make me drive a shitty car like this one that you're seeing on the screen right now. But yeah, thanks everyone a lot for watching. I'll be seeing you on the next stream, so have a good one and take care.